How's it going? I hope everybody can hear me. I'm in Sacramento. We're working in Stockton tomorrow. We worked in San Francisco yesterday. I just got back from 24-hour fitness here in Sacramento. Had a good workout. My body composition continues to change. The scale's not moving, and I keep saying this, but it's not supposed to move with the way what I've been doing. You lose fat with diet, and you change body composition with exercise. My diet, I'm eating better, but I'm not really eating in a way that's going to cause me to lose fat at this time. But my body composition is changing, and I'm excited about that. Things are better. Things are way better. But if you're after a fat loss thing, they say you build abs at the table. You don't build them in the gym. Anyway, something that's been on my mind is boldness. I've been a follower of Jesus since I was 11, and for a long period of time, I knew what I believed, and I knew I believed it. I knew that how real it was to me. But I had a hard time articulating what it is I believe to other people, to the point where I didn't do it. I just didn't enter in the conversations because I knew what I believed, but when it came out of my mouth, it didn't sound like it did inside. And I'm sure many people struggle with this. And then also there was there were people that there are people that are just natural evangelists. There are people that are naturally are able to talk to people about their faith, and people see through them the reality of Jesus and what he did on the cross for us, and actually bring people to know him also, and I had a hard time for a long time that I didn't have any notches in my belt, didn't have any, it was like I was, and I laid this on myself. It wasn't anything, any doctor or anything that laid this on me, but I felt that I should be doing more. And then maybe, 6 years ago or so, maybe more than that, maybe 10 years ago, in a service at Calvary Chapel in Fortuna, Craig, I don't even remember where he was preaching from, but what really hit me and what was really a lift off of my shoulders was that it's not up to us to convince people. I mean, I'll never convince you if you don't follow Jesus. I can't convince you to do it. If I can convince you to do it, then someone else can convince you not to. It's not that type of a decision. And Craig said in that sermon that day that it's just our job to let people know what we believe. And it's up to them whether to receive it or not, whether they want to believe it too or not. So, and that gave me a great new outlook. As I've gotten older, I am able to articulate it more now. I am able to I believe, say how I feel about what I believe and have it make sense when it comes out. But if you're in that spot, in Matthew 22:37, I guess, or maybe the verse before that, there's a lawyer asked Jesus, says, what's the greatest commandment? Jesus said, the first commandment's the greatest one, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, soul, and mind. And then he went on to say that the second is almost as important, or maybe as important, and it's love your neighbor as yourself. And so, that's it in a nutshell. If you have a hard time articulating what you believe, just live what you believe, and the being able to articulate it will come. The confidence will come if you just concentrate on loving God and loving people. It will show in your life, and people will ask. People will ask you what it is that's different about you. What it is that makes you tick. I have people ask me all the time. I have people say wild stuff to me because my life is different than other people. if you can't get your head around loving God, I've had people say that to me too. Well, Shannon, how do you even love God? What's that even mean? Well, if you can't get your head around that, start by loving people. We were created in God's image. And if you love people, you're loving His creation. And it's the first step to loving God. And if you get to where you regularly love people, I mean the people you don't like. Start with the people you like, but if you can look for the people that bother you and scrape away the dirt and look for the gold that's in them and just be a lover of people, that will transition to a love of God. You will find the love of God in that. And so I'd just like to encourage you, if you have a hard time articulating what it is you believe, if you feel funny about not being able to be a closer and ask people to make a decision, that may not be your part in the kingdom. That may not be your deal. There's in the body of Christ, there's many parts that make up a whole. So you may be an ankle and somebody else is a knee. My encouragement to you is love God with all your heart, love people, and live your life. And the ability to tell people about your faith will come because they'll ask. They will ask. You don't have to beat down their door. People will ask what it is that sets you apart, what it is that makes you different. So, and that's part of speaking life too. When I say speak life all the time, it is speak life, speak the truth of Jesus. But sometimes if it's not something that's going to come out, that you don't feel comfortable with it coming out of your mouth, speak it through your life, speak it through how you live and how you treat other people. Anyway, I'm down in Sacramento. It's a beautiful day. It's a little cooler today. I found this smoking park. It's a pretty neat park. I've never seen it before. And I had a good workout today. I'm going to get ready for tomorrow and then be home tomorrow night. So remember, you always have a choice when you interact with people. You always speak life.